Hello, everybody. It's Speaker Shay Grace. Thanks for checking out these videos. As you see, I'm playing in my little hair jewelry. Isn't that cute? Yeah, I got that as a gift. So I thought I would just put it on. Told my hair back in a ponytail and put it on. Anyway, so since I have it on, I thought I would just share it with you. But I am coming to make a video blog for you tonight because it's that time. It is that time to think about time. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Okay, so I'm Speaker Shay Grace, also known as the Resiliency Coach. From the stage and one-on-one coaching, I help people overcome obstacles and barriers to success, as well as help them make money with their talents. So, what do I mean by time to talk about time? Well, listen, years ago, I used to write articles for the local newspaper in Columbus, Ohio. And I wrote an article that was kind of grim for just the regular everyday newspaper. And I titled the article, Black and White, Yes or No. Black and white, yes or no. And the premise of the article went like this. I challenged the readers to take themselves on a journey. So I said, imagine yourself smelling the popcorn in the air, hearing the hay crunch under your feet as you walk through the hay-covered sidewalk, grass and gravel at your local carnival. You smell the smell of barbecue in the distance, and you hear the clowns laughing, the children screaming in the background as they ride the Ferris wheel, and they ride all of the rides at the local carnival. Because in the city I grew up with, every summer there was a carnival at the supermarket, and it would just cover the whole parking lot and the grass and the gravel. So I challenged the readers to imagine themselves walking through a carnival just before the carnival is about to close. They're looking frantically for their children, and they run into a line of people. And there happens to be a line of people there standing, waiting to see a fortune teller, a fortune teller. And although you may not be interested in going to see a fortune teller, you run into the line as you're looking around for your children. And to your surprise, you look up on the stage, which is actually a trailer. You know how they do it with the local carnivals. And the fortune teller points you out. Hey, you down there, walking in the red shirt. And you start looking around like, who is he talking to? And all the people in the line start pointing at you. He's talking to you. He's talking to you. Come up here, the fortune teller says. Now, we both know that's not your thing because you were raised in the church and you all spiritual and all that, right? But you're in a good spirit, so you go up there to the fortune teller, and the fortune teller tells you to sit right down. I have to look into my crystal ball just for you. And you're not really taking it serious. You look out in the crowd at the line of people, and they're smiling, they're excited, they're happy, but they're also a little pissed off because you skipped the line. Nonetheless, you sit down and you take in this fun because, after all, it is all in good entertainment, right? So the fortune teller begins to rub their crystal ball. Oh, my goodness, oh, my goodness, oh, my goodness, oh, my goodness. And the fortune teller sits back in their chair, and they look at you in the eye, and you notice that they're not smiling anymore. You notice that the fortune teller has this teardrop in one of their eyes, and it begins to trickle down. And your excitement for beating the crowd is now waning and wondering and trying to figure out what the hell is going on, because a minute we was laugh, giggles, games, and fun. We was chilling at the carnival, smelling popcorn and candy corn in the air, and now the man has a tear in his eye, and he's not rubbing his crystal ball, and the crowd has stopped cheering, giggling, and laughing, and pointing at you in the red shirt. The shit just got real. And the fortune teller says, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You have to leave. Just please go. Please go. But no, you want to know what the hell the crystal ball says. And you look at the man and say, come on, quit playing. What is it? What did you see? What did you see in the crystal ball? And the fortune teller says, are you sure you're ready to know? Are you sure you're ready to know? And you sit back like, this is all entertainment anyway. How bad could it be? Just go ahead and tell me what you saw in your plastic ass crystal ball. And the fortune teller says, 6. I see 6 months. I see 6 months left for you to live. 6 months left for you to leave. And they turn around and they look out into the crowd, searching for the next person to call up on the stage. And you sitting there like, 6 months to live? What the hell? What? And it ain't fun and giggles for you no more. Nonetheless, you climb down off the stage and you start looking for your children. But you can't get that off your mind. You can't figure, what the hell was we joking and giggling, or is this some real shit? You sit down on the bench right near the exit of the carnival because you realize your children will probably pass that way when the carnival closes. And you can catch them right there. Before you know it, you start thinking about all the ideas that you didn't complete yet, the books that you didn't write yet, the recipes that you didn't try yet, the school that you didn't go back and attend, the business that you didn't ever get off the ground, the person you never forgave, that weight you never lost, that spouse you never told how you really felt. The lessons you never got a chance to teach your children. You have a big, long list running in your mind of things you wish you could have done. What if that fortune teller was right? What if you did only have 6 months to live? What if? All of a sudden, you would begin to see that your decisions will become very black and white, very yes and no. Because you would somehow focus in on your destiny. You would focus in on your calling and on your purpose, just like that, almost magically. You would start to be able to quickly decide and have discernment of what's going to support you and your goals and your process and what's not going to support you. So when opportunities come and when situations happen, you'll be able to say yes or no. No, I don't want that. No, I don't want to go here. Is this adding to me and my life and my experience and my purpose and my calling, or is it leading me away? Your decisions become crystal clear, just like the fortune teller's ball was crystal clear. Quickly, when you are forced with your own morality and your own mortality, all of the sudden things become crystal clear and your decision making becomes more keen. And the habit we have of wasting time becomes not the thing to do. So, if you were faced with the news that you had 6 months left to live, what would you do with your time? What book would you write? What legacy would you write? What money would you spend? What vacation would you spend? What job would you quit? What business would you start? What podcast would you start? What radio station, TV station would you go into and become a guest? Who would you go and speak to? What would your legacy be? What would you be known for? When you pass and the grass starts growing up where your tombstone was laid, will people even remember your contribution to life? Will your kids know the critical things that they need to know to carry themselves into a happy, productive, safe adulthood? The wisdom, the knowledge you got from school, from your life, from your education, from all the jobs you had, and that wisdom that's stored up in your mind, will it go to the grave with you? Will your movie go to the grave with you? Will your invention go to the grave with you? Your recipes go to the grave with you? Your wisdom, your knowledge, will you take that to the grave? Miles Monroe says the richest place, and Les Brown says it too, the richest place in the world is the graveyard, because that's where people have taken their gifts, skills, talents, and abilities with them when they died. What will you take with you? What will you leave here as your legacy? If you did have only 6 months left to live. Now, if you've lasted through this video this long, because it's been 10 minutes, that means you either enjoy the story or you're contemplating the content of the story, which is to simply get clear on what you are supposed to be doing with your time and to maximize your moments and to utilize the skills, the gifts, the talents, and abilities that you have in you that you can bless everybody else with. You can bless the world with. You can educate the world. You can share with the world to make it a better place. I don't know how much time I have left. So I'm going to give and give and give and give, and I'm going to die empty. I thank you for watching this video. I would love to get your comment. I'd love for you to share the video and pay it forward, or like it, or not. But I would love to see what you're doing with your time. So please leave a comment below and let me tell us what you're doing with your days and your time. I am Speaker Shay Grace. I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can find me over there. And you can also find me as Speaker Shay Grace on Facebook. I'm not going to leave an ad on the end of this video because I intended to share this video with many groups. And I don't want to advertise. But I do want to help people to think about what they're doing with their time and to get black and white and to get yes and no about your goals and your dreams so you can fulfill your purpose. Again, I'm Speaker Shay Grace. I'll talk to you in the next video.